Food Court, the movie podcast and Twitch stream where Sean
and John
and Michael
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
Should we
Friends,
consider changing that? Law enforcement just is really not.
We're very hopeful, Michael. One, we're hopeful about defunding the police police reform. Two, we're hopeful that public places will still exist and we'll be able to go to a movie ever again in our entire life. Three, we're hopeful that the food court will survive the pandemic and that we'll be able to go and that our entire name won't be meaningless. That's how hopeful we are.
That's pretty hopeful.
Right. We think that all those things will happen.
Yes.
Well, plus, and if I learned anything about law enforcement in the past weeks or two, it's that they just open doors for people.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe even like open barricades up for people.
Yes.
And maybe like let in a bunch of like white domestic terrorists into your
classic
big giant house.
They're kind.
Law and order. Yeah. I mean, they'll take the shirt off. They'll give you the shirt off their back, and then the armor off their back, and the helmet off their back, and
they'll give you them their back, their whole
their
back,
entire lives.
Yes, yes, man, friends. Before we get too deep, I have to say this important fact: we got a new review.
Oh my gosh,
we got a new review, and it was a lot of stars.
Wait, should we do like some kind of this is the new segment? We got a new review. Bing, bong, bong, bong.
We got a new review. Thank you so much for doing the review. And you know what it called us? Fungicational.
Whoa.
Is that like something to do with like algae?
Yeah.
It has to do with mushrooms, I believe.
Fungal.
Okay, got it.
And the thing I was really surprised about is that they thought that they learned things, which to me made me feel good. Like we're not just kind of going bah, 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 which it feels like as we're doing the show, we're just going bah, 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 bah. But then I'm bah, bah, bah. But I don't think we are doing. Maybe we're saying words.
I think.
Do you guys think we're saying words?
Sometimes.
I'm bullshitting.
Always?
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite band? Just tell us what your favorite band is right now on the air.
Rammstein.
Perfect
Excellent,
choice.
Excellent.
Actually, the only choice. Sehr gut. We are balls deep in Manksgiving Ranksgiving. It may never end.
May it never end.
May it never end.
We're gonna get 3 more weeks, and
there's
Fincher
3 more fucking weeks.
2.
I used to like David Fincher. I know Michael's been.
Oh, I hate this. This has been my nightmare hell.
Do you hate it? How can you hate it?
I think like 3 movies in, I was like, God, I just don't like his movies. And then it's just been, here we go again. It's green. Great.
This one isn't very green, is it?
It was pretty mild.
Blue-gray? It's blue-gray?
It's kind of gray, yeah. This one has almost no color.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not even going to do green in this one. Let's just completely desaturate it.
The only color is Affleck.
Ooh.
Yes. Black. Batfleck.
Affleck.
Yes, Michael?
No, I was going to mention TP, Tyler Perry. He's also that.
What?
You know.
He's what?
The B word.
Batfleck?
Black.
Batman?
He's Batman.
Why isn't Tyler Perry Batman?
Oh, that's my vote.
Tyler Perry's Medea as Batman.
Yeah, that would be good. Batwoman.
Do the listeners know about the star that is in our midst, Michael Hampton?
Oh, yeah.
Who you may have seen in Boo. Medea.
Halloween.
Medea's Boo.
The first one.
Boo, the first one.
Yeah.
One of my great experiences of life was going to see that movie with you.
Yeah.
It was like an opening night show. We went to see it because you were in it, and the crowd. These are fine movies. Like I've seen a couple of them in there.
Event.
No,
It's a red carpet event.
no.
You were
This
Michael's
was
date
just
to
at,
a red
like,
carpet
Hills or
event.
There was
something.
no carpet.
Yeah, they tore out the carpet specifically because they're worried. And people were fucking dying. It was one of those things where like I didn't even enjoy the movie that much, but I enjoyed the experience because everyone was having such a good time. And I was like, I guess this must be a great movie. because I'm just everybody's having a great time.
Yeah.
I'm having an amazing time with everybody.
You should go
just
to a MAGA rally.
Yes. Ooh,
You'd have
maybe
a
I will.
blast.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm planning
Try a
on
religious
it.
revival.
Ooh, we should.
You know, this actually seems like a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about
we are doing
camps?
we
Okay.
are doing David Fincher's Gone Girl, which
Gone
does
Girl.
star Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do Michael, since you are professional cohort / very good friend,
Yes, we're very
with
close.
Tyler Perry, do you
Very
need
close.
to recuse yourself
Yeah.
from this?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually leave.
Review.
I'm gonna leave right now.
Okay.
Boop.
You know,
Michael
we
has
are
left
the
the
law, and that includes ethics. I think ethics. So
Are you mixing
Michael
a
just
drink
needs
over
to
there?
go.
What are you doing?
Sounds like it.
So, just having a little beverage.
Oh.
You have just an entire jug of water? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What were you
Do you
dissolving
drink that
in
much water this late?
I'm on the rocks. I'm on Tyler Perry's new diet.
Oh shoot, Medea's.
Drink. Yeah, you drink like 16 Medea fat suits worth of pure distilled alkaline water.
Dang, you gonna be
That sounds
clear.
And then you milk yourself.
Yeah, I want some of that milk.
Yeah. Yak. It's like
horrifying.
yak.
Yeah, so fresh. You can see right through it. What do they call it? When you look through a stone and it's like you can see through it. I don't know. There's a word for that.
You talking about Uncut
Transparent?
Gems?
Yeah.
When you can,
Oh, the
when you
glamour?
can see
There's like a.
see yourself as a winning
Kevin Garnett.
basketball player.
I don't remember, but I used to do a lot of like rock videos for YouTube, like editing, and there's a
Alm
word
scale?
for it. No,
The alm scale?
Is it the
No.
alm scale?
no,
It must
Is it
be
the
alm
alm
scale.
scale?
it's not.
I don't
that.
know if you're right.
Alms.
Clarity. It's the clarity of a stone. Is I was gonna say the
Oh.
clarity on your urine. It's urine milk. It's very nice.
Urine milk. We watched Gone Girl. You could probably tell, but we did watch Gone Girl, and eventually, we're not quite there yet, but we're gonna talk about it eventually. Okay, let's talk about it right now.
Michael, will you detail your experiences making Gone Girl with Tyler Perry?
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because David Fincher was there, but we really did the heavy lifting.
But Tyler really ran the show?
Yeah, well, Mr. Perry.
Mr. Perry.
Which
Mrs. Medea
he
Perry.
does. Everyone has to call him that. It's crazy. He runs like the tightest ship.
Mr. Perry.
It's wild. We got a flashback. I do have a funny story.
Oh shit.
Okay. I got two things to say. One.
Is this gonna fuck up your NDA?
Oh, absolutely. Here's a scoop for you. One of my favorite bits was like walking around this set, which he owns this like 420-acre fort that he bought. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
And you would just see other Medeas like walking around, like the other stunt Medeas. I was like, this is crazy.
Like fucking extra Saddam Hussein's or something?
Yeah, basically, it was wild. And
What?
and then my favorite moment ever, and then we can stop talking about this forever. But the scene is like Medea comes in, she's like, I know y'all better shut the blah blah, whatever she said. And then he stops dead in his tracks in that line and goes, all right, let's cut to a wide. And it like destroyed my reality. I was like, what the heck? It's like crazy.
So he's like saving digital film by like not finishing the line?
I guess. I don't know.
That's
He was fucking with you.
madness.
He
That's
was.
You got to
insane.
know that going from Big Mama's house to fucking Stanley Kubrick like that is not cool.
That's great.
Do you think he wore the weird like over gloves that he wears?
Oh wow.
Weird fake hand gloves during the shooting
Whoa.
of Gone Girl?
What?
When he
Does
plays
he-
like the grandpa, he wears like creepy like rubber
Fake
gloves.
hands.
It's horrifying.
it-
It's
The grandpa
It's a
looks
nightmare.
like especially gross in that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out. Check out Boo. Medea's Boo. Halloween.
Starring.
Oh, yeah. That's the first credit.
Starring Michael Hampton.
Anyways.
We did
When
watch
you were
Gone
in
Girl.
that movie, did you think that like this is it? No more shitty jobs. No more podcasting. I am in Medea's boo. This is
it.
I'm not super proud of being in a Tyler Perry movie, but I know that this is step one.
Yeah.
On a path to. Did you think that?
For a split second, and then I remembered, no, that's not. This is just like one weird thing that happened forever.
See, that's good, though, because every time I've ever been in something, I'm always like,
Here
this
we
is
are.
it.
I'm quitting my
After
job
this,
already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to talk to Sean or Mike again. Like, I fucking did it. And then nothing happens.
Yeah.
And like 6 months passes, and I get something else, and it's like, I've done it again.
Here I go.
I will never have to talk to Sean and Michael. I'll start a new family.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I can leave my poor family and find a hot,
Whoa.
like, maybe not like a model, but like a young thespian lady
Ooh.
or man
Mm.
to take me away from all this.
Mm-hmm.
And not have to live in Tennessee anymore.
Tennessee. That sounded funny.
Or the
Tennessee.
American South.
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I was born in Tennessee and I still like can't really pronounce it.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tennessee.
Alfred. Lord Tennessee.
Not that we live there.
Alfred Lord
We don't
Tennessee.
live there.
No. No, we live in a secret bunker in
Tyler Perry's
Australia.
backyard.
Yeah.
Yes.
His fort
In Australia.
in
I guess we
Australia.
better talk about Gone Girl. It's like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, we okay,
Gone
Gone Girl.
Girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
That's the first thing we have to talk about is that every time I see the title I think of Michael Jackson from the way you make me feel going, Gone Girl!
Go, girl.
Second of all, John, drop the plot on us. What is the plot of Gone Girl?
Tell us.
The plot is that of like an Oprah book club trash fiction of the week.
Mm-hmm.
By Gillian Flynn.
Mm-hmm.
Whereupon
A Jillian Flynn's.
Yeah.
There's a million Jillian Flynn's.
Whereupon we watch the dissolution of the marriage of one Ben Affleck and what is the leading lady's name?
Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike, who I've only seen in one other movie, whereupon she has to pretend that Tom Cruise taking his shirt off and revealing his 58-year-old bitch tits is the sexiest thing she's ever seen.
Yeah.
Which is quite a feat.
Yeah.
Quite a performance.
Maybe
I'm
is.
enamored with Rosamund Pike. But Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike's marriage has fallen apart, and maybe, just maybe, Ben Affleck did her in.
Mm-hmm. Killed her. Not. There.
Or at least we are led to believe for about 1/5.
Yeah.
Yes. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, whereupon we learn that not only is Rosamund Pike alive and well,
What?
she has faked her own death, framing Batfleck, and intends to have ruined his life through an elaborate set of Agatha Christie-esque clues left behind.
Oof.
Yes.
But it's really an examination of how hopeless and meaningless monogamy and long-term relationships
Mm.
tend to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real humdinger of a movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as I watched it during this Ranksgiving of Manksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
I found myself wondering, pondering, is this the best David Fincher movie?
Oh my gosh.
Did you? I guess we can't talk about it yet.
What?
Did you land? Did you land on an answer?
You want me to go ahead and get there?
No.
You want to rank or you
No,
want to wait?
I
No, let's save
think
it.
we need to
Let's
save
save
it. We got to
Let's save
keep
it. We'll
people
rank towards the
listening.
People are gonna be like,
Oh.
I gotta wait till the end so I can hear what John thinks.
What does John think? I did want to add that we should call it,
Go ahead.
instead of pondering, think about this. Jondering. What do you think? And are we going to do that?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's perfect. Thank you for
John
doing
did
the
this.
plot, John. That's beautiful. Michael,
Huh?
since I think I'm guessing you like this the least out of all of us.
Probably.
What is your beef lamb year of this movie, Michael? First of all, did you like anything about this movie?
I mean, it's with all his movies, there's like the craft of it where you're like, well, this is well executed, so I can say that. It's pretty, like it looks nice.
Yeah.
It is a movie.
It absolutely is a movie. High praise.
That's like when I would show my parents like my student films.
Yeah.
Well, you did make a movie.
It is a
and
movie.
I know that was very hard.
It was so hard. I mean, it looks like I would be exhausting even having to perform in this or be a crew member.
They had to get Ben Affleck up in the morning. Like, he had to set his alarm. Rosamund Pike had to set her alarm.
She probably had to set 2 alarms, knowing her.
Yeah.
But
she is evil.
She is wild. She was pretty good in this. My hero of the picture. I'm going to finally say it. Okay?
Lay it on us.
It's not intentionally funny, but I died laughing when I watched this a while back. I don't really remember any of this movie. Well, we skipped a week.
You be getting one goddamn Tyler Perry movie, and you're just a fucking diva.
I'm sorry, but it's when Ben Affleck. It's like they find out something new about the case. Blah blah blah. Who gives a shit? And he's running away from all the people with the cameras, but it just looks so stupid. Like him running from all the people just looks hilarious. And you can have the nicest camera in the world, the best cinematographer. It just looks stupid. So I was laughing.
Wow.
So you actually think like the scene looked like out of place?
Yeah, it just looked goofy. Oh, okay. I was like, but that's why I loved it. So that was my favorite part. No,
your favorite thing is the thing you didn't like about it?
No, okay.
I believe the scene Michael's referring to is when it's revealed that Rosamund Pike, the missing presumed dead wife, was in fact pregnant.
Yes.
And not only is it revealed that she was in fact pregnant, it was revealed at the star-studded, fully attended by the entire town press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now,
or is
we come to find out she's not pregnant at all.
Later in the movie.
But it's just stolen an idiot's urine.
Yeah.
She stole. You get the idiot. You ply the idiot with lemonade.
That's right.
I don't know much about urine stuff. I guess they can't tell our urine apart. Like, is all urine just... It's not specific to us?
I think if they're not... like, I'm sure if they were doing... a DNA test, like if they were doing tests other than just like, are you pregnant? I'm sure they could figure out, hey, this isn't
your pee.
Whatever.
Okay, I was just confused. I was like, but
I would guess, right?
They know it's not her pee. But I guess
I don't know much about pee. Kill Donkeys, if you're listening or watching, tell us about pee. What do you know about urine?
If you care to hazard a guess,
yes,
about the deoxyribonucleic acid makeup of our piss.
Is there DNA in your piss? I mean, there's DNA in your hair, right?
Yeah.
They can get DNA from your piss, right?
I'm sure. Anyway,
if it's in your spit.
I've never been bored during our podcast while we make it before.
But this time,
you don't like. He's not into piss stuff.
Sean, what's your hero of the picture?
I had,
as always.
I had another one, but since it's so boring, we can move on to the next person's answer.
No, Michael, you should do it. I want to hear.
Going back to Michael.
So far, you haven't even said a thing you even liked.
I would love to hear. I actually like this because I thought it was hilarious on purpose this time. She looks over at a calendar when she's in her hotel, and just on one of the days it says "kill self" with a question mark.
Yeah,
that was really
great,
funny.
Really good. And she takes it off.
Yeah,
she may be deciding to live. It's beautiful.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I can't blame her because she's on the run from no one.
Yeah,
she's on the run from herself at this point.
Yeah,
but she's living that Cheetos, eat whatever you want. Be a fatty lifestyle that she never has. That would make me feel alive.
Yeah.
In fact, I have felt alive for beyond these past 38 years doing simply that.
Isn't it the best?
Wow.
When you're eating chips, you're like, man, just life has never been better than when I'm sitting in this chair eating these chips.
Yeah.
Going better than eating the chips is perusing the aisles of the convenience store as you make your chip selection.
Ooh.
Which chips shall I devour? Okay, here's my euro. As usual, I have like 75, but I'll do the main one. And if we feel like we need to talk about more of my favorite things, we can. Here's the main thing. This is my most favorite thing, and this is like a a 0 seconds moment. This is fast as fuck. But the movie goes between flashbacks, which are, we're not even by the end sure if any of them are true. Some of them are true, some of them are bullshit, but it goes between flashbacks and current time. And one of the flashbacks,
what you're speaking of is one of the narrative prisms is her fake diary that the cop is reading.
Yes.
That details the life that led up to her murder.
Yes.
And then we double back through the Affleck version. And we don't really know which version is true.
And yes, and by the end, the way people act, we still don't know if Ben Affleck is in fact a horribly abusive dickhead. He seems like he might be.
Yeah, plausible.
But okay, so
since it's a David Fincher movie, I'm going with no.
Ooh.
But
because he loves dudes.
But it's still interesting that it's up for interpretation.
Yes, definitely. So in a flashback, inside of the diary, which may or may not be true, she's getting proposed to. Affleck does this weird ass proposal about how she has a great vagina, and for some reason the other reporters laugh, which would never ever in a million years happen. Everybody would be like, "What the fuck is this weird shit? This is why are we a part of this? This is deeply uncomfortable." So they're having a romantic moment. She is sad because her parents are having a party for Amazing Amy, who is this character named after her, who's lived a better life than her, that her parents read a children's book, and it's all about weddings, and she's like, I'm not married, I'm sad. And he proposes to her, and she says yes, and they kiss, and then it cuts to present time, and they're doing a mouth swab on Ben Affleck, and it's just fucking brutal. It's like such a rough cut. It's like, oh, the first love, they're kissing, soon they'll be married and love is so beautiful, and then they cut to like she's dead, he's got a mouth swab in his mouth, he probably did it. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love
beautiful.
It's really good Fincher shit where it's like, yeah, fuck love. Just like in one cut. Oh yeah, love fucking sucks, dude. I like basketball. That's my main Euro.
I like that Euro.
I'll tell you 50 more, but first, John, what is your beef lamb Euro favorite part, best part of this picture? Go on, girl.
Go on, girl.
Beyond the perfect casting of Ben Affleck, which is like the perfect use of an actor's baggage in a movie, I think, and enhances the movie perfectly.
Yeah,
I kind of can't. It's hard. I mean, there are a couple of other actors I can imagine in the role, but it would need to be somebody who's lived through that tabloid bullshit like Ben Affleck for it to really hit as hard as it does. I just want to talk about the impact of this movie.
Ooh.
So when this movie came out in theaters, I just went and saw it over and over again in theaters. I saw it 4 times in theaters, I think. And I brought 2 different friends, like pretty much forced them to see it. Because I get it. It's like, you want me to go see a Gillian Flynn adaptation.
Yeah.
You want me to go see, like, what is that? Like, Woman on a Train.
Yeah.
Yes.
It shouldn't, to me, it shouldn't be this good.
No.
But the 2 guys I took to see it, both of them were like profoundly, they were both in rather nascent relationships.
Uh-oh.
And when they left, they were both profoundly disturbed about the nature of their relationships.
My God.
And both of them were out of those relationships within a month or 2.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And both of them talked at length that they were like, I think I'm with that woman. I think I'm in a Gone Girl type situation.
Oh my God.
Which, and I want to say, I don't think that's a thing about the nature of women being shitty and manipulative and potentially framing you for rape and murder.
Yes.
But rather about like the narcissism and the fragility of the male ego.
Yeah. True.
Oh yeah.
And I just think this movie is like, it has a lot of like, is able to, despite being like a really flimsy, shitty text, the way that it is just perfectly put together, it really works as a mirror to whomever is watching it.
Yeah, it's very tricky because it feels like both a pre and post Me Too movie, because it's like, wait, so you're saying our female main character lied about every horrible thing that's ever happened to her, and then you go, wait, am I even allowed to enjoy this movie?
And yet you root for her.
Yeah.
If it's an insane movie because you find yourself rooting for her to frame this asshole, and then you find yourself flipping perspectives within the same picture and being like, "Oh, you bitch," along with Ben Affleck.
Sure.
And they don't hold back on either side.
Yes. Yeah.
Both side is she's very venomous at what a lazy ambitionless pig he has become. And he's very he's very incisive about how coy ice queen she is.
Yes.
And there's just truth swirling about the room all around. There's no protagonist and antagonist.
No.
There's just it's to me it's like, the more I thought about it, this is like David Fincher's Twisted Capra picture.
Whoa.
or even like, it's probably closer to like a Hitchcock picture.
Yeah.
But to me, the cuteness of the ending and the cuteness and the lessons learned, how cute and how like perfectly tied up in a knot and a bow it is, reminds me of like a Frank Capra movie. And to me, this is a very this is the closest we get to a classical piece of filmmaking for David Fincher from a structural standpoint.
Wow.
And I think that it's and I think that rigorous nature helped him a lot as far as making this just a really strong movie and a contender for the #1 slot in Manksgiving Ranksgiving.
Wow.
Also, on the same topic of kind of slipperiness, she after she at some point she gets all of her money stolen. One of my favorite parts is that she considers herself a genius.
Yeah.
But she gets outsmarted by like two rednecks.
Yeah, I love that.
They're just like, we can so clearly see past your dumb bullshit and your horrible New Orleans accent.
Yeah.
And
she underestimated them because they aren't from her class. For sure.
I want to say that she did a better accent than Kate Blanchett in Benjamin Button.
Oh yeah,
it was very similar. But...
I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah.
Better than David Craig or Daniel Craig in fucking Knives Out.
I see.
But then she flees to her old school boyfriend Neil Patrick Harris, and their relationship is just as tricky, if not more tricky, than hers with Ben Affleck, because like there's weird shit where he gets her clothes that are nice and tells her to dye her hair and put on makeup and lose weight.
That's crazy.
Which is horrible. And he also says like, I'm not going to force myself on you, which is really terrifying. You don't want anyone to say, I'm not going to force myself on you, because it feels like they might force themselves on you.
Yeah, that was horrific.
This is like methinks the lady doth protest too much if someone's like, I'm not going to force myself on you. Just so you know.
That's horrifying.
That's not what I do. I don't do that. If somebody said that to me, I would
unless you want me to.
Yeah, totally will.
But then she kills him so brutally.
It's messed up.
Fucking brutally.
It's an amazing death scene.
Yeah,
it's an amazing death scene. It is pre-coital, then mid-coital. We got some sex going.
Yeah.
There is a swift slash of the box cutter, and he is
dead.
Just gushing blood everywhere.
Box cutters took down the Twin Towers and Doogie Howser.
Wow.
And we get a little bit of Neil Patrick Harris's dick. Just a brief moment.
Little moment.
You see a little bit of Ben Affleck's dong as well in this film. You missed that? Because once I saw what Ben Affleck was putting down, I was like, Yeah, I'd put my schwanz in this film.
Wait a minute, I gotta hold on. Let's pause this. I gotta go rewatch to make sure.
I missed.
Finally, I want to watch this
Dookie's
movie.
Hauser, but I definitely saw at least some side cop from Ben Affleck. I understand why you would miss Affleck's dong because it's in the last shower scene, so you were probably looking at Rosamund Pike's.
Yeah,
but yeah, I somehow missed Dookie's.
Bloody Pikes.
I'm one of the great pecker checkers who ever lived.
You missed out. It's for some reason immediately soft, which I don't know how. I guess if you lose a gallon of blood, if you lose a gallon of blood,
he couldn't. He couldn't do it. He couldn't.
I guess it's the blood. You're right. It's the spouting geysers of blood.
Yeah, the blood that's holding up your pee-pee is not going to be able to do that because it's coming out of your neck.
Wow, that's so true.
I have to go to the Kill Donkeys because they are saying a lot up in here, and I want them to know they're appreciated.
Is that even about urine?
No.
What? We specifically asked them about urine.
That was that's okay.
Okay.
Oh well, Chad did say something about it. There can be a DNA in piss, but nobody is doing a DNA test during the same time as a pregnancy test. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but they should.
I wish I had.
Okay, so all right. So Chad also said the only character I liked was the cop lady, which is a bad sign because I really hate cops.
Yes,
she's really
great.
Good, though.
She's
what's her name? Is it Kim something?
Kim Cop.
Her name is silly. Her name is Kim Dickens.
Kim Dickens.
And she plays Detective Rhonda Boney.
That kind of fits.
Man, you're really good at Detective Rhonda Boney.
Yeah, that was great.
She's so good. I love her. She's another thing that I love about this movie is her.
She's really good.
She, unlike some of the people, manages to pull off some of this like really writery language.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it really flows when she's saying it. Some people
it's like that sounds
save
weird.
it for the low main. Some people do not quite pull it off. But she's great.
Yes, and Anna Sue Cool said, I loved the rednecks mugging her, saying there's a lot of people out there worse than
a lot
us.
of worse people.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is true. Very true.
I mean, as far as like robberies of large sums of money, just the fact that they like threw her on a bed is pretty kind.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone was stealing like $2,000 from me,
like knock
I would have cut her head off with a box cutter.
Yeah. I feel like they would at least hit my head into like a mirror or something.
Oh, also, did I imagine this? But after she cuts his throat, does she like continue to hump?
Well, she's got to milk out the semen
True.
so that it can be identified later. Yes, I had to. It's important.
The milking.
This is an important part of the movie.
Milk?
Yes. Well, how else do you? I mean, she was slurping with her cooch. All of the. Is that better or worse? Which one do you want? I'll say milk.
We're never watching
Slurp
The
and
Counselor
milk.
after hearing the way Sean describes anything vaginal. We are never watching The Counselor or Videodrome.
Dang
Okay.
it.
Let's watch Videodrome. That's a good movie.
Videodrome.
Okay, like 70 other good things. Here are the 70 other good things. 1. Well, we have our first clue. She holds up an envelope and it says clue 1.
Yeah.
That's a great bit. Amazing bit. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's fucking great in this movie.
Best role.
He's so fucking good.
He is smooth as silk.
It's insane how good he is. And it makes me wonder, even though I don't think of like, wow, Fincher is a actor director. Like I don't necessarily think of him as that, but is he? I mean, almost everybody is good in this movie.
I think so. I feel like Fincher usually gets really good performances.
I mean,
the way he gets them may be strange.
Yes.
Untoward if you're Jake Gyllenhaal. But I mean, almost always, there's only a few performances in Fincher movies that I really loathe. One of which is in this film, but usually I'm pretty impressed. Like I think this is the best Ben Affleck performance by far.
Yes.
I've only seen 2 Rosamund Pike performances, but she's abjectly terrible. in the other film I saw her in, and she's pretty remarkable in this.
I've seen her in a few other things, and she is not particularly good.
I think.
Well, I've seen her in other really horrible things, so that may not be a good judgment of whether she is skilled or not.
For instance, like there's an actor in this movie, Scoot McNairy.
Scoot McNairy.
He plays her boyfriend from the past that she
Yes,
raised.
yes.
And I think he's really amazing in this movie. He has a very small part. That guy's like the worst fucking actor in the world. He's like a twitching, like mustache twirling gibbon in everything else he's in.
Scoot McNairy, if you're listening,
sorry.
People love him. I think it's because his name is Scoot McNairy, which is
a good
name. An amazing name.
Kim Dickens.
And they're like, he's the next Warren Oates. He's just this sparkling character actor. It's kind of like Sam Rockwell.
Oh yeah.
Where everybody like got really into saying that they loved Sam Rockwell. And all Sam Rockwell fucking did was dance in every fucking movie. He showed up and he fucking danced. And it made me fucking insane. But he was really good in Richard Jewell.
Oh, he's amazing. Everybody's so amazing. Good. Let's just talk about Richard Jewell. Forget Gone Girl. Let's do Richard Jewell's giving. Okay. I think there's only two other things that I love.
Okay.
And then we can talk about shit that sucks. One, Rosamund Pike is back. Somehow she still has blood on her. We don't know why. They didn't clean her up. Yeah. It's so they could take a shower and wash off the blood. That's the only reason they didn't clean her up.
Affleck's dick.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And she is back. She is heavily sedated. She's talking about how Neil Patrick Harris did unspeakable things to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, he would punish me, starve me, shave me. Shave me is a really good rule of threes. Punish me, starve me, shave me is really good. Okay, final thing.
Oh wow,
that's good about this movie. There are no other good things about this movie.
I thought of one.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're coming back to it.
Yeah,
we're gonna do two more. Okay, the opening credits are fucking brilliant. I love the opening credits.
Yep.
And there's not much to them except that they are way too fast. Yep. Like they're just kind of boring pictures of small town America with people's names showing up and then going away. But the cutting is like too fast, where you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Like nothing is happening that is tense, but you are instantly feeling tense because it's cutting too fast. You're like, what is this fucking movie? Let me read Tyler Perry's name before you cut.
Sean, I would like to piss you off if I might.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I think that's an amazing, unsettling depiction of suburbia.
Mm.
Yeah.
Much more unsettling than, say, David Lynch being like, we're going to go down into the grass of this neighborhood, and there's some ants eating an ear.
Yeah.
Why is David Lynch a wrestler?
We're going to go down in the grass. Oh, yeah, David Lynch here. Have you seen the racer yet? My son, he's a little lamb boy. He's wrapped in swaddling clothes and he won't shut up. And then he gets bigger and bigger. And then a man pulls a... Tell me once! Space explodes. Robert Blake appears. But yeah, I think it's like a really cool, like the open... I don't know why. I'm with you. I don't know why the opening credits are so amazing.
Yeah.
But they are.
Yeah.
It's just like this unsettling, like the wildlife in nature, like that shit's weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. There is a alchemy to this movie.
Yes.
Where it's all these little things that make it work so well for me.
Oh yeah.
Michael,
that's wild.
You remembered something else that you liked.
Oh yeah. I love.
Do you have another thing, Michael?
Yeah, it's when they brought her back, when they're like kind of all questioning her, and like all of the guys are like really bought in, and they're like feeling it, and then the detective lady is just like,
yeah,
this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And she keeps like questioning her, and then Amy's just like trying to get by everything as fast as possible.
Yes.
And then I love when she finally just goes, now may I go back to where I was being held captive. Like it's so funny. This is crazy.
I think this and Zodiac are his funniest movies. which is funny because Zodiac is kind of a horror movie.
Yeah,
as the scariest scene of any movie to me in it. And then this movie has a really, really unbelievably guttural, disturbing rape and not rape at all, but sex and violence.
Yeah,
yes,
it's wild.
Like as Sean put it, mid-coitus.
Yes,
Doogie Howsering.
It's nuts.
Yes, and it's preceded by it's set up by real horrible shit when she's wrapping her hands.
She's creating the ligature marks.
Yes, yeah, she's like
on
doing
her
this
wrists
thing with her
and
hands
inside of her with a wine bottle.
Oh, that was nuts.
We see the box cutter for the first time when she cuts open the wine and just inserts it into her body and really goes real hard. It's fucked. Just looking in the mirror, really intent. It's fucked. This movie is so fucked.
I'm gonna pass on doing that. Okay.
Hey, that's one of the food court challenges that we're doing this week.
That's one of our Patreon tiers. We've got a Patreon coming out. It's gonna be sodomizing Michael.
Yeah, with the wine bottle. But that's one of the stretch goals. So there's gonna be some stretching.
We do mean stretch.
It's gonna be rough. But red wine, please.
Michael, you've waited for this moment. You've baited for this moment. What is your low man of the totem pole?
Ooh.
What didn't you enjoy about Gone Girl?
Okay.
Shit on it, man. Shit on it. Kill it.
I'm gonna go big, and then I'm gonna go small.
Okay. Big movie sucks.
Big picture,
small.
Yeah.
David Fincher is dumb.
You're not too far off. Okay, from the get-go, I just was like, these lines feel like a cheesy book, and it's not working. And later on in the movie, I was like into it, but it just suffers a lot from that. And even though people are giving good performances, I'm like, this is just like a book. Like, it just doesn't. Sometimes books to me just don't work as real. It just doesn't translate.
Sure.
But so that was my biggest one. And then some of it's along the same, like some of the lines just were really, really bad. And I think it was early on, my low main line of the picture was, well, no, I have a couple. They're both from Ben Affleck when his sister throws water on him or something. He's like, His Majesty prefers not to be moistened. I was like, all right, that's a really bad line. And then later, it's during the romantic memory stuff. He just goes, I have to kiss you now. And it's like the most lifeless, like non-romantic feeling thing I've ever seen.
That's what love is like.
I mean,
Michael.
They both are like robotic, horrible people. So I guess maybe it works, but
you have to. You want to be sexy.
Yeah, I guess so. But it just was. I was just like, this is so. Maybe that's good.
It should nauseate.
Yeah, it did.
And I believe that is intent.
That makes sense.
And that's why I think the movie works so well. I think
the
dialogue, especially during the courtship scenes, is horrendous.
Yeah.
I think it is stilted and seems like it's from a bad novel because it is. But I think that the way everything unfolds, particularly structurally, and how it makes you feel about the characters and about how they relate to what you would do in this situation and how you feel about the people in your life, that I think makes it such a successful picture.
Wow. Well,
but Doogie Howser sucks balls in this movie.
Oh shit!
Neil Patrick Harris gives a performance I'd sooner forget, and I can't imagine. I mean, I get it. I guess he's just going for someone who is odd and memorable, which I guess to David Fincher, just a gay man, like a prancing gay Broadway actor is like, man, that guy's weird. We're getting down to David Fincher's broness again. Man, that guy is weird. I'm gonna put him in the movie.
Yeah, it's perfect. He's perfect as the weird guy.
Yeah, and he's really not weird. He's just gay. He's just a regular gay guy. and he's just not it's a very TV actor performance.
Yeah.
Like, it's very broad and not sucks real bad.
Got his ass.
But it doesn't ruin the movie by any stretch, but it does make you wonder, like, what that role would have been in the hands of a more skilled actor.
Yeah, I was gonna ask who would you cast?
Who you subbing in?
Well, I saw Tenet recently, so all I have are sexual thoughts about Robert Pattinson.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
I think about Robert Pattinson in that role,
Wow.
or like if we were to go with like some Fincher All Stars, Downey Jr. would crush.
Whoa.
Downey Jr. would crush that
He
role,
would
Destroy that role.
Yeah.
and instead, like
Even Gyllenhaal would, I think, destroy that role.
Gyllenhaal
wow.
would crush that role.
Yeah.
Now-
But instead, it's just Neil Patrick Harris, just kind of Neil Patrick Harrising through it.
Yeah.
It's not great.
What
I
about
got you new clothes.
Hear me out. What if we cast Rosamund Pike as him?
As Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah.
She would honestly be pretty. I mean, she's playing essentially the same part. Like, they're both the same person.
Yeah.
They're both weird sociopaths,
Yeah.
just trying to use people.
True.
I guess
They're-
everybody.
They're the very Mr. Talented Ripley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they're the Jude Law and Kate Blanchett of this universe.
Yes.
Well, there's some really bad lines that they share, Michael. I don't know if you remember.
Oh.
But like it's like Scrabble and opera or Scrabble and squid by the
Oh,
squid fresh from
yes.
the ocean. Like
Ugh.
there's a lot of nauseating lines in this movie, but it's because it's what those characters desire and want and what fits in their world,
Yeah.
which is this plastic dog shit world.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. That's a good way to think about it. But
I'm gonna low main.
oh please.
Okay.
Can you guys handle it?
Oh yeah.
I've got like two main ones. The brother sister banter at the beginning does not work for me.
Boo. Bad.
I mean, it's okay, but I
like the unfortunately named Carrie Coon though.
yes,
I think she's
Yeah.
good.
Yes, she's
I
good.
like her too. I think that first moment of them kind of, hey, what like it's like kind of like in Juno world or something.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like,
Oh, that's
hey,
a sick
you-
fucking burn.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Juno world.
But it
Juno
does have that
world.
same feel where it's like, we're saying clever things. Oh, look-a-dee-do. We are talking. How about you?
Yeah, I felt that
Yeah.
a lot. I think that was another like the part where she's like talking. Amy's like, amazing fucking Amy. Like it felt like it was like,
yeah.
oh, it's cool to use cuss words in a scene. Like it felt really stupid. I was like, this is dumb. I don't know. That did not work for me. But
I get it. I get what you guys are saying, but I think maybe I'm just in the tank here. But I actually think it works.
well, that's
I think the bad dialogue and shit actually works.
It's weird because like most of the rest of the movie doesn't bother me, even though
Yeah.
some of it is like very writery, right?
Mhm.
Like this is written. A person would not say this. Writer.
yeah.
But like I don't know, just the beginning, that little point. But I mean, to your point, they do seem annoying, and maybe that's what they're supposed to be. Maybe they're supposed to be annoying. If they're supposed to be annoying, they nailed it
Yeah,
because they're
perfect.
kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And I actually don't mind the prefers not to be moistened part. That part makes me laugh. I like prefers not to be moistened, even though it's not kind of nonsense. The other part is just like the old boyfriend who was accused of rape. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I know that is completely intentional.
Oh yeah.
The point is like, this is bad. This is how bad this lady is that she's like upending your concept of the world and how good you feel about like the world, and like, oh, maybe people are good. And then you watch this and you go, oh no, she's bad. She's
Best
really
written,
bad.
best acted scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it's really like when McNary hits the button at the end, and you do know your wife.
Yes.
Is like
Yeah.
that. Now that dialogue is actually good, but that feels like a heavily rehearsed, perfectly hammered out scene.
Yeah.
Which,
Yes.
So I guess I probably owe Scoop McNary a goddamn apology, but he still irritates me in most of his movies.
Scoot, if you're listening,
Scoot.
we love you.
Good name though.
Yeah.
Scoot McNary is good. Kim Dickens.
Kim
Dickens. There's a lot of good names.
Have you seen the Deadwood remake with Kim Dickens and Scoot?
Emily Radachkowski.
Oh man, yeah, she's a good-looking woman, and not poorly used in this film.
No,
she's used
they
well.
use her just right.
She very good.
She is like the perfect young beautiful woman who is also puts on like a nice sweater for the TV.
Yeah, I like that part where she's like, she looks like a babysitter. It's kind of funny.
It's a viciously, darkly funny film.
And also, it's weird that Rosamund, Amy, is in front of her savior, Neil Patrick Harris, but she still says those big "come on me" tits. It's like, I think if you're like pretending for your weird savior dude, you probably wouldn't say those big "come on me" tits.
And you see, despite my protestations that Neil Patrick Harris sucked in the movie, you see him like look at her kind of side-eyed, like, why do you care?
Yeah, what's
like, why would you say that? And
it's really weird.
He kind of seems onto her.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell because Neil Patrick Harris does not instill the performance with any like
anything
or pathos. So you really don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah,
because
there's nothing there.
Not good.
Yeah,
he's just like, oh well, he's thinking something.
Yeah,
he's not projecting it to me, but what is his name in that fucking other TV show? Is it Barney?
I don't know who he
Barney.
is.
Is he in another TV show?
Yeah. Oh, he had a much bigger career than the Doogie Howser.
In How I Met Your Mother, right?
There it is.
There you go.
I've never seen that.
I don't know what his character is.
I don't know how they met.
His name's Barney.
Do we know? Okay. I think we've reached the moment of truth, have we?
Maybe.
Are we ready to rank this motherfucker?
I think we are.
Let's rank this piece. Let's let Michael go first.
Whoa.
Let me pull up. Do you have the films?
I don't have them up.
Sean?
I need you.
I will in like 13 seconds.
I got it. I'm gonna beat you. He's getting marked. Get set, go. I'm on my way. Did I win? Did I beat
Michael?
All right, Michael.
Yeah, what's up?
We have Alien 3, 7, The Game, Fight Club, Panic Room, Zodiac, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The Social Network, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, and Mank.
Whoa, Gone Girl with the dragon tattoo.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl, get a dragon tattoo. I will say this one is number 5.
Oh,
Betwixt.
This is a top 5?
I always just say a number. I don't remember. I'm like, I don't know.
That's how you rank a movie, baby.
Okay, Panic Room 1 still.
Yeah.
2 is yeah.
Like everything else is 9 for you.
Yeah.
It's like only Panic Room, and then Gone Girl is 5, and then everything else is 10 or 11.
I'm putting it in the chat so Michael can.
Yeah, that'll be way easier. I'm so bad. I just don't even.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You sons of
This
bitches.
might come up on the screen. Sorry, people watching. I'm going to go for. Okay. This is great. I can see all of the movies. Gone Girl. Okay, hold on. Panic Room 1.
Okay.
2 is.
We got 2 left, so
Shit.
remember.
Zodiac. We'll say that.
Zodiac's 2. Don't you hate how long Zodiac
I
is?
hate how long it is, but it's probably better than the rest of this. 3 is going to be. Ooh, I want to say 7.
Oh, yeah,
3
okay.
is 7. 4 is. Oh, dare I say it? Fight Club.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Whoa.
5 is Mank. 6
Dang.
is. I don't know. I don't remember the game very much. Is it good?
We're watching it for next week.
So that'll be 6.
You've already ranked Gone Girl. You don't need to
Girl.
rank anymore.
He put Gone Girl 7.
Yeah, it's down to 7.
He took
Gone
7
Girl
out of
7?
natural position.
Yeah, and then last,
Is the rest.
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and The Social Network and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. The Curious Case is the bottom for sure.
That is.
Yeah, that's it.
If we
I
have
care
to
more
rank,
I care more that we agree on that than anything.
Yeah, me too.
That's the only
Curious
one where I
Case is
might
11.
get a little upset.
Yeah.
It's like, you liked what better than?
Curious Case is definitely 11.
Yeah. I think I named all
Sean,
of
wherefore are you ranking?
Gone Girl, I think, is 2.
Oh my!
In my opinion, Gone. Now we've got 2 left. We've got The Game and Zodiac, which we are watching the next 2 weeks, and there may be some movement. Maybe Zodiac moves down.
Whoa!
I don't know, but I think for now, though, I'll say Gone Girl is like just floating around anywhere between 1 and 3 is Social Network, Gone Girl, and Zodiac. Those are all kind of bobbing in the water, and one might pop on top of the other. Who knows? But for now, Gone Girl 2. That's my opinion.
Wow.
I'm going Gone Girl 1 for now.
Whoa!
As I was watching, I was just like so impressed with like its crystalline nature and the way that like refracted the light onto all of us and and I remembered the power of it making everyone that I watched it with squirm in their seats. And when I would give people anytime like a buddy's like, I need like a date night movie, I always give them Gone Girl.
That's
to
cool.
watch and they're always like, you motherfucker.
That's a really bad date night movie.
Yeah,
this movie has power, man. And I don't know. I mean, Zodiac's one of my favorite movies too, so we could get back there. But if there is a weakness, like Michael said, it's a bit long, and it's a Gone Girl and some of the best elements. And Fincher's gone on to make a TV show that really thrives in this. When Fincher's making a procedural, there's not many better. There's a lot of procedural in this movie. Yeah. But Zodiac is a full blown procedural.
Yes.
And it's a 3-hour procedural at that. So this is the tightest bit of filmmaking I think David Fincher's ever. I think Panic Room is there too. Like these are like these tight, neat genre pictures. And I really think that's what David Fincher is. Yeah. I think he's our maybe our best genre filmmaker. I know he's put in like this, we consider him like the last craftsman, and that is how shitty movie making has become. But he's really not. Like when he tries to do something like a Mank, it doesn't really land. Yeah. Like when he tries to like do this grandiose, like Curious Case of Benjamin Button, when he tries to go for the Oscar, it doesn't work. But then of course you could like dunk right on my head and just talk about Social Network, which is pretty masterful. So
Social Network's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna recuse myself because I starred in a picture with Tyler Perry from talking about this movie any further. But I am looking forward. So next week's The Game.
Next week is The Game.
I like put The Game out of my mind. I thought it was Zodiac and we were finished. But
no way.
The Game. I'm guessing The Game is your 9, right?
For me,
Game is way down for you.
Yeah, The Game is the worst David Fincher movie that I would watch again.
That's great.
Not a very good movie, but also like we've said many times, like with the exception of Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I like The Game is still good. The Game is.
Is The Game good? Is it even older than 7?
I had that.
I think it was right after 7.
Oh okay. Wow.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, you're correct.
7 was 95 and The Game was 97.
Oh wow, that's wild.
Nailed it.
They should have switched it around.
Yeah.
97. 7 should have been 97 and The Game should have been 95.
Rand.
I guess they weren't thinking.
Yeah. Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm like Benjamin Button, going in reverse order. I'm Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
The Game.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Whoa, Mank is really high up in the ranks.
Fuck, what did I just say? Mank, then Fight Club. Sorry. Although I liked Mank. It was good, but yeah probably Mank, then Fight Club. I really need for 7 to land at 7. Am I doing it right? 7.
7's number 5 for me, but that's just because I'm
wrong.
wild.
That's wrong.
No, that's correct.
7 is a 7.
It's a 5 in.
Then I probably will put. I'll probably put.
You'll put.
Dramatic pause.
I can't. I'm fighting between Panic Room. Oh wait a minute, Alien 3. I'll put Alien 3.
Ooh,
and then I'll put. I have had since we did the episode on the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I have had a change of opinion. With the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Ooh,
because I think that the final act, where Daniel Craig falls down the hill and still goes back into the house. And the Stellan Skarsgård speech about how politeness will get you
Oh,
killed
wow.
is like the best like time that David Fincher's overarching point actually worked. And I just think, and I've just got more into that book, but I'm still gonna say Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then I'll put Panic Room, then I'll do a Social Network.
Whoa.
Zodiac, Gone Girl.
Dang. Zodiac, gone, girl.
Yeah, Gone Girl.
Where's Zodiac? Zodiac, gone, girl.
But that may change. We're gonna rewatch the game, and maybe the game really could easily move ahead of some of those other lower tier ones. I saw it about 6 months ago.
Oh wow.
I mean, you made a face.
It's lower to Fincher, but you know what? All of the Fincher is kind of like for a long time he was such a of his time filmmaker, and it may be that he was creating the language, the visual language of his time, but it feels very rooted. Like you're like, God damn, this is some '90s ass shit.
Yes,
and that's he doesn't do it like that anymore. Now he's pretty. Like I said, he makes classics like Gone Girl. Classics where you get your throat slash while your penis is
crazy.
No better way to go.
Yeah,
no better way to go.
He died as he lived.
Next week, we are watching the game, so join us. We are live on Twitch every Wednesday at 10 Eastern, 9 Central.
That's right.
We are on your iTunes. We're on your other podcast apps. And you know what we love? We mentioned at the beginning of the show, we love reviews.
Oh, please.
We love when you call us Funjutainment, Funjucational. You write 5 stars into the box and give us 5 stars. Follow us at Food Courtcast on Twitter. Go over to Instagram and follow us on there. Food Court Movie Podcast. On all the things. And John, Michael, me, may I say for every one of us,